Now that you've selected a theme, you'll probably want to tweak it to your personal preferences. To make it easy for you, WordPress created the Customizer. With the Customizer, you can quickly make changes to the design of your site or the elements on your pages, such as your site branding, your menus, and your widgets. And you won't have to touch any code. You can find the Customizer by going to Appearance, Customize. And if you're looking at your site and you are logged in, you can also find this option in the toolbar at the top. This opens a new interface with a preview of your website on the right and a menu full of interesting settings on the left. So let's dig in and see what we can find. By the way, the settings you see here are the default options in the Customizer, but additional options may appear here depending on which theme you're using. Oh, and these icons down here, they allow you to preview how your changes look on different devices. Let's go to Site Identity. That's all about the branding of your site. What do you want visitors to see at the top of every page on your site? Well, let's start with a logo. We've got a nice logo set up here. Let's open it, upload it to the media library, select it, and there it is, at the top of your page next to your title and tagline. You can also change your title and tagline in the Customizer. Now, we've already changed the tagline in the general settings, but let's change it again here to show you how it works. Let's change it from learning about the world through travel to a WordPress site about traveling. You can also upload a site icon. Do you know what it is? You won't see it on your page, but you can find it in the browser tab. Let me show you. An image of the logo could work here as well, so let's select the one that's already in the media library. Select, no need to crop it, and here you are. The menu shows you a preview of how this will look, and of course we can also check it ourselves. Here it is. Let's go back to the next section, colors. Colors allow you to change the global colors from things like links and buttons. And again, it depends on the theme which things you can actually change. If we scroll down, we see a button and some links. And as you can see, they are all blue. Now, we can change that by clicking Custom and then play a bit with the colors. Maybe a shade of green, because that's in our logo as well. Although blue is also nice. But I like green more, so it's going to be green. If you tick this box, a greenish filter will be applied to your featured image as well. You cannot set a featured image in the Customizer, so we'll come back to that later. You'll notice that the featured image will look pretty green once we set it. Could be really ugly. Let's move on to menus. Menus help visitors navigate your site to find what they need. And that's really important. So here you can customize where your menus will appear on your site and which pages are included in your menu. It depends on your theme how many areas you have to locate a menu. It says here that our theme has 3. Let's check them out. Okay, we have a primary menu, a footer menu, and a social links menu. Nice. Well, let's create a new primary menu to help customers make sense of our site. Add a name here, like main menu. And now we can start adding items. Yes! You can add different types of items, posts and pages, but also categories and tags and custom links. You can select any post or page or category or tag that you've created so far. In our case, that's not much. Creating content is something we're going to tackle later in this course. But I've created some pages without telling you. Yeah, sneaky, I know. But with these pages, we can create a basic menu. Of course, I want a link to my homepage. Then let's add this page with an overview of our posts, everything that we've written so far. That's always good. What is this blog about is, of course, an important page. And the only other page that we have here right now is the sample page. But we're going to delete this page in the future, so I will not include it in the menu. So now we have a really basic menu. You can also reorder the items by drag and drop or with these little arrows. And it's not only up and down, but you can also add some hierarchy here, like this. That's enough for now. We'll come back to menus, and it becomes a little predictable later in this course. What's next? Widgets let you add useful little elements to your page, such as a search bar, recent posts, tag cloud, and much more. We'll look at widgets in depth in the next lesson, but you can already see them down here. We have some standard ones like search, recent posts, recent comments, archives, categories, and meta. And if you want to add a new one, you can do that here. Then what's left here are the homepage headings. Here you can select whether you want your blog post to show up on your homepage or a static landing page. Right now we don't have a suitable static page, but we could select a sample page to see what it looks like. A static landing page could be useful if your site is, for example, about promoting a brand or an event, or if you're selling a product. Then you want a nice looking page that introduces the visitor to your brand, event, or product. But since Everyday I'm Traveling is a blog, we want the blog post to appear on the homepage, and so we won't have to change this setting. Finally, additional CSS lets you add your own code to style specific elements on the page if you cannot style them with the customizer. This is for more advanced users, so we won't discuss it in this beginner's course. So, those are the default options in the customizer, but, as I've said before, additional options may appear down here, depending on which theme you are using. You may also notice some pencil icons in your website preview. These are shortcuts to open the settings for this specific element, such as the menu or the site identity, or, if we scroll down again, each of these widgets has its own shortcut as well. So that's very convenient. Okay, and let's not forget this very important button over here. Any changes you make in the customizer will not be visible to your visitors until you click Publish, so feel free to experiment. Changes can even be scheduled to go live at some point in the future, just like posts. But for now, let's click Publish and take a look at our website. You can close the customizer by clicking the X in the left corner, and here we see that on our live website we now have the logo, the menu, and the new colors. So, while the customizer is useful to quickly adjust the basic styling of your site, it doesn't yet let you change the entire layout of your posts and pages. WordPress is working on that functionality, but for now you will have to use the post or page editor, which we will discuss, wait for it, later in this course. If you really want to create a theme that fits your exact needs, and you know how to write HTML, CSS, and PHP, you can create your own themes. We won't discuss this in this course, but any good WordPress developer for hire should be able to do this. You can consider doing this if you want to take your site to the next level. But with all the themes available in the WordPress themes directory combined with the power of the customizer, you should definitely be able to find something that suits your needs.